leader who himself has been instrumental in shaping the healthcare landscape in Goa. With unparalleled dedication and a deep understanding of the needs of the people, he has embarked on a transformation journey, redefining the standards of healthcare in this beautiful city we love coming back to, Goa. With his historical decision such as the new blood bank, the respiratory medicine, cancer hospitals, and Ayush Wellness Center, Goa has witnessed remarkable advancement in the past years. Recognizing the potential of Goa, he took a significant step for social economic development for introducing Sampurna Goa, which essentially means self-sufficient Goa. He also launched a transformational universal health insurance program eliminating the burdens of citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming once again a glorious, compassionate leader who has dedicated his entire life in building healthier, stronger, and a very vibrant Goa, Honorable Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawantji. So we are thrilled with your presence. As a corporation, Alpha Laboratories India is proud to collaborate with Vision Multi-Speciality Hospital in its unique endeavor by Dr. Chandrakant Shetty called Ignite. The very fact that this two-day program, this two-day conference is designed to upskill and impart multifaceted aspects of practice truly in itself is a unique sense. Apart from clinical discussions, the inclusion of subjects like how to efficiently record cases, this is something very important, how to ethically and socially market your practice and bring awareness, how to manage finances effectively, how to retain and motivate your hospital staff, how to be a great speaker at the podium, and so on and so forth. So this is just the right, complete, comprehensive package, and supporting an education program like Ignite is something that Alcon India is honored to be a part of. Lastly, Honorable Chief Minister, sir, your presence has ignited all the young surgeons, eye surgeons over here gathered across all the country, across the country here today, and always definitely will go back richer in wisdom and ignited as well. Your presence truly means a lot for all of us, sir. A big, big thanks from all of us. Thank you very much.
So let me just get started with the presentation. I have a very limited time here. So before I could get started, what I have in my presentation is, if you are looking at just getting started with your digital marketing, you'll have something to do here, like there's something more from the subsequent slides to learn. If supposing you're in the middle way, you're doing something but not sure exactly whether you're doing it right or not, is something for you here. And if you're already doing good, still there are a few benchmarks I'm going to give you, and you can pick it up from here. And my presentation is going to be more of visual connections I'm going to give you. And apart from that, there is an entire presentation at the desk. Maybe the organizers may be able to mail you, because I have some blueprints which I wanted to share with all of you right after this presentation, and you can take a copy of that. Because this presentation does not stop with this 20 minutes, it has to be extended forward. So let me just get started with this. When it comes to digital marketing, this is a classic example I use. It is an ocean, okay? It's very deep and very much like your practice also. So it is very deep, and there are a lot of things happening, and being an advertising agency or digital marketing agency ourselves, we have so many people who work on this, but still there is so much more to learn every day. Even when I am in one of these sessions, the next week when I do the same session, I see new slides, new things happening with Facebook, new things with Instagram, and it changes really drastically well. So why do I say this? There are a lot of people who get carried away by all these features and they get drowned. In the name of having the latest updates in your fingertips, you should not get drowned. And there are a few others who know the nuances of this, who pick up few things, maybe do just only one thing at a time, maybe just focus on one social media and get that one video out that really makes a lot of sense and that brings results. So do things that brings results, do things that naturally come to you. You don't have to force yourself when it comes to social media or digital marketing. So what are these things? So first is, I'm going to give you the structure called IPR. Infrastructure, planner, and reach. What does it mean? Infrastructure, just like your physical infrastructure that you have invested in, you need to have a digital infrastructure in place. And the digital infrastructure has two components to it. One is a website, second is your social media. And website is much more reliable than social media, because social media is owned by somebody else. Tomorrow, what happened with TikTok can happen with Facebook or even Instagram for that matter. So you need to grow your audience through social media. And what happens when you grow your audience? They have to come back to your home, that is your website. That is something which is fully controlled by you. So when it comes to website, there are three components: your domain, your server where your website is sitting, and then the actual website, which is the content. There are a lot of people who come to me, Ilyas, I have this problem with my website and that problem with my website. Most of these things are not with you, it is with your agency or the person who's actually handling your account. So it's very much important that if you ask me what's the most important thing in this is the most important thing, domain. So make sure if you don't have your domains registered in your name, please get them registered in your name. It's very important that you get your domains registered in your name, because a lot of fraudulent practices are happening, because of which a lot of, lot of wrong things are happening around the hospitals. When they especially see that the practice is good, when a lot of patients are coming in, doctors are very busy, and then there are a lot of other malpractices. So it's better that if you don't have it, get your domain in your name. Here is a 15 points checklist. I'm just laying it out before you, which you can follow. The first is the most relevant website banner that you need to have. This is a banner which of a hospital, eye hospital basically. They are talking about an event. So what needs to be there in the banner? This is a very important question. There are a lot of people who use banners for just adding up a lot of junk content. This needs to have the most important happening in your organization. Whatever is happening currently right now, that needs to be here very much showcased. And if it is something to do with the cause, if you can marry your practice with the cause. Here it is talking about cataract free Pune. This month happens to be a cataract awareness month, right? So cataract free Pune walkathon. You keep doing a lot of events. You keep doing a lot of camps. But how do you marry that particular event with the cause, and then how do you flash it up in your website banner? This brings a lot of credibility. You may be doing a lot of things, but you're doing it unannounced. You're not announcing it in your social media or in your website. A simple practice of bringing that in your website adds a lot of value. And why this is important is, what happens is when this gets added in your website, this actually helps you in the SEO process. Even if you remove this banner, maybe days later, Google still catches up this content and stores it somewhere.
Okay, so I'll be talking just from my personal experience. So recently I started this hospital almost 10 months back, and luckily or unluckily is situated in a part of Lucknow, my city, which is highly concentrated. Numbers of doctors, ophthalmologists are there. So almost 40 ophthalmologists are there in a radius of around 1.5 kilometers. But in the past 10 months or so, we have catered to over 10,000 patients, and various super specialty surgeries and procedures we have performed. So I feel social media has had a good role to play in that. This is my Instagram profile. I hit 50K likes last week. Then my Google profile ranks my practice at #1 more often than not, and usually amongst the first top 3 practices. Same for my hospital as well. My videos on Facebook, if they're visible, I usually get around 10 to 20,000 views whenever I post them. So this has, I feel, has played a very good role in the way the practice has developed. Why you should do it? For similar reasons. Because now everything is going online, from food to shopping to everything is online now, and more people are Googling about doctors. So we have seen a migration of population, all young people moving to different cities. So the traditional ways of finding a doctor or a family doctor is now out. So people rely on Google a lot for searching for their doctors. And what I have experienced personally, that a lot of doctors Google for doctors. So I had an ENT problem, I had a limited time during that day, I could not go to my colleagues, I Googled for a doctor. Various times, a lot of physicians have referred retina patients through me by looking up about me on Google. Twice I have had other ophthalmologists refer patients to me by searching for a retina surgeon online. It gives you a wonderful opportunity to connect with patients directly. A lot of middlemen and those kind of things have crept into our practices. So this is one way which you can connect directly with your patients. And most of it is free. It's organic, it's free. If you don't want to pay for it, still you can utilize this as a medium. So taking up these mediums individually, as still the number one source for my patients online is through Google My Business, which is now Google Maps. So if you look at these statistics on a monthly basis, I get around 30 to 40 patients or more than that. In a single day, there are days when we have 5 to 10 patients that are through Google. For a new practice, I think these are good numbers, and most of them are relevant patients because they search specifically, they're searching specifically for a retina surgeon or wherever my profile crops up. So number one thing is reviews. I run 2 profiles. One is for my hospital, which has around 700 plus 5-star reviews, and my personal profile, which has around 400 plus 5-star reviews. There is no science to it, you just need to ask for it. There's no other better way to do it, to increase your reviews. And as I was discussing before with Dr. Samresh, it's a double-edged sword. A lot of times you land up with negative reviews and there's no way to actually get rid of them. Twice we had patients who had left negative reviews for us. The only way to rectify is reach out to them, offer them free consultation, or try to rectify them. We had our managers, social media, to reach out to them and say sorry, bring them back, and offer them better services. Another trick is to keep updating your profile regularly. There's an update segment where you'll see. You can just keep updating. I'll just cover this later also, how you can generate these posts. So keep the profile filled up properly. Work on these reviews, update it regularly, and try to create a buzz on the internet about yourself. As Mr. Ilyas was talking about the SEO part of it. So some of I have some media coverage that has helped me. And if you have a good Google profile, then there is this 3bestrated.com which rates these profiles, and that adds some extra mileage to your online presence. Now coming to Instagram, the average user age is around 20-25. So if you have a refractive-based practice, this is the right tool for you. And as Mr. Ilyas was telling, you need to post frequently. What they suggest is a post a day, a reel a week, or a story several times a day. So it might be a little mind-boggling for busy ophthalmologists. And it's very important to understand the changing algorithms. That's the difficult part. Sometimes it's the hashtag, sometimes it's the audio. But at least go for the good hashtags. I'll tell you how to generate them and opt for these trending audios. Now I'll just go through what I post usually. Whatever I do, which is academic, non-academic, any award, any new procedure that I have done, anything that you feel that will stand out. This is a video that we created recently which looks like a drone in my operating room. It was not obviously a drone, it was made through an AI app that was there. So these kind of things help you with your practice. Now another thing that really helped my Instagram profile was a video that went viral. So there was an old roadside food vendor who had some eye issues, and we helped him without charge, and that a food blogger picked it up. So these videos almost raked up around 2 to 3 million views on each videos, and we got really good support and messages from all over the world, a lot of people, and that started generating a lot of patients for us. This was not the idea. We didn't want social media coverage for helping that patient out, but it's a good byproduct of that. So try to help patients through this. And as I said, it is wonderful to connect with your patients. A lot of patients reach out to me for their eye problems. They send these photographs, they want treatment on Instagram. A lot of colleagues reach out for help through that. Few celebrities, there's one DJ, he's of international fame, he wanted his parents to be checked out. Similarly, a lot of old patients try and connect through these social media.
Everybody can manage the front office, everybody can do refraction, everybody can do the investigations, everybody can assist in the OT, everybody can also do the housekeeping if such need arises. My housekeeping staff went on a strike, 4 or 5 of them, once upon a time. And they did all the housekeeping. They changed the bed sheets, the pillow covers, everything. They even cleaned the bathrooms. So that's the wonder of creating a good team. That's from where your stress comes. Manage your team. And third is the finance. So I don't look at the finance at all, just to keep myself off the stress. I've got 4 people I have hired and pay them. 4 people, the accountant, the administrator, the finance advisor, and finally it goes to the chartered accountant. So I just give my technological opinion, my technical opinion that this instrument or this equipment is good and it should come. The negotiation and everything is their job. They meet once a week and they just place the check before me to sign, which is the final step before the equipment actually comes to me. So these are the three key areas and how I have managed to reduce the stress on the work field. So this is all about work. Let's go to life, because that's what we are more interested in. How do we take care of the health, pleasure, leisure, and family? Coming to the health first. This is my practice. Every day in the morning, this runs for 5 days a week. I bike for 30 kilometers a day, which starts early at 7:15 in the morning, and I take around 1 hour, 5 minutes to finish off the 30 kilometers ride. Because my workout schedule is very heavily cardio dependent, so I've got 2 bikes now. This is one of them, and the terrain is good to bike, so I enjoy the early morning breeze, listen to some music, and ride for 30 kilometers every week. And that does not change even if the weather condition is not really favorable. So be it rains, be it summers or winters, the cycling is on. This is about 5 days. The other 2 days I go to the gym to do some strength training. Of course, this is guided and heavily backed by the trainer that I've wanted for myself. I do workouts, and they run for 1 hour and 1 hour 30 minutes. So every group of muscle that is focused on is decided by the trainer. So in the gym, I don't work out alone. At times, I also pose for nothing, to post the pics nowhere. I'm not a social media person much of, but still, just for my pleasure, I do click myself at times standing before the mirror, sometimes alone, sometimes with Junior. Whenever he doesn't have work and he comes back from the hostel, he's a medical student, by the way, so he joins me to the gym and we pose together, and sometimes the two of us also get clicked with the trainer. So that also motivates ourselves to see how toned we were looking 6 months back and how toned we are looking now. For pleasure, well, I was a professional cricketer before I started my own practice in 2005. I mean, I joined a hospital, so I still play. I love playing. We have conducted matches between the professional groups, between the friends groups, and I don't bat and bowl alone. I keep wickets too, and just for the heck of it, I win trophies too. So there are different tournaments that are organized locally. We arrange some, we organize some, and play in some, and sometimes I win trophies, including the best batsman at times. The other part of pleasure comes from this. I'm a water baby. Whenever I see a pool, I take a plunge, and at times the swimming pool offers you just more than the cardio and the respiratory exercises that is known for. It also offers you a place or a hideout for romanticism. When I hold a microphone, it's not only for the talk, for the sake of oration or speakership. I also sing and match my tunes, my voice to the tunes that's playing on the karaoke whenever I get an opportunity. It's been an absolute pleasure to spend time with my professional colleagues all over, so that's also something I enjoy. I enjoy speaking from a podium, however significant or insignificant it may be, and thankful to the organizers of various events that I've got my share of opportunities as well. Shaurav told about this. I'm absolutely passionate about life surgeries. I really like them. I love them. So whenever I get an opportunity, I always present whatever I have to showcase before the audience, and that's always given me pleasure. Leisure and family are different to me. Leisure is something I have time for with my friends. Family is different. Family time is not leisure time for me, because family time is when, being the head of the family, you have to take care of a few things. When you go out with friends, that responsibility is shared. I think I'm making a sense here. So leisure is when I go out with my friends. These are my school friends, and I have friends from all walks of the society. These are my school friends, my chatti buddy friends. These are more professional. They're a group of doctors, and we hang out and meet with each other quite often. I have that from the professional group as well. One of them is sitting right here, arguably the best looking ophthalmologist in the country. And of course, I also have kids as my friends, and we do take a ride together whenever time permits and all of their schools or their colleges are off schedule. We go crazy when we meet, our school friends in particular, and we wait for the holy day for 364 days a year, and whenever the Holi approaches, we just go berserk and attack each other in the beast mode. We color in all shapes, and we go actually in the beast mode and murderous. And after our showers, when the colors have been washed off our bodies, we also pose, showing off the brawn that we don't even have. So that's crazy. My friends click some candid shots of mine catching me unawares, and then they post it in all groups and all different media just to catch attention, and they catch it when I'm not aware and I'm not looking at the camera. I return the favor by clicking some of the candid shots of theirs when they are caught unawares too on a trip in the middle of the road. So that also happens. Family, I have a big family, and we also take trips to different parts of the world. We also celebrate, just like you all, we also celebrate festivals, Diwali. We also go crazy. There's a madness that rides in when we go out for trips with family. And we are into adventure sports too. We really like, engaging ourselves in some of the adventures that we would probably not otherwise do at the age of 50 years. Sometimes the kiddos, sometimes the wife, there is a motivating factor always for us to engage in that. It's been my practice to ask my mother to receive the key for any car or any vehicle that rolls into my shade. So that's been one culture that I've maintained over the decades, and I'm very happy that before the wheels start rolling, she's always the one to give her blessings, to give her wishes to me, the car, the vehicle, and all that. So she's always been with me, and I worship her as a deity. I always take her blessings before I leave for any meeting or any conference where I have a talking job or a non-talking job to do.
Problems which we face, like the patient, though was given this facility, they could not travel to outside state to take the benefit of this. There were logistic issues. And during these logistic issues, who came to my rescue and help was Dr. Chandrakant Shetty. Many a times he has given me an assurance and one blanket permission. Sir, you send me any of the patients, I will go in for charity work. And he has already done the charity work for many of the patients who could not travel in spite of all the government facilities because of the fact that their attendant could not take them to travel or because of the comorbidities. So this is one way he has remained in contact, in connect with the medical college. Many a times it so happens that students who pass out may not be able to cater to the needs of the medical college, but he is one person whom I can confidently tell that these are the patients which requires and he has attended. His social service and his charity work, I know right from the student days when we, after the OPD is over, we used to go for a cup of tea. We used to sit and talk and discuss our issues. Suddenly we used to see him moving out from that meetings. Then we realize what he is doing. His other OPD is to go where he is to help the patient to be taken to consultants in medicine, general surgery, orthopedic. So his village patients used to wait for him, and many a times he used to reach back to the hostel late hours, because he used to even help them to be transported to the nearest bus station from Panjim bus station. So all this work, all this time has built up a trust and confidence, and many of the patients either from south of Maharashtra or north of Karnataka besides Goan patient have got a trust in multi-vision specialty, and they are proud of it. He has never turned back looking at those patients, nor he has turned away from medical college. I remember his excellent work which helped us to carry on with the activities of Association of Goa Ophthalmological Association. When I was president of Goa Ophthalmological Association, he was the honorary treasurer. He also used to work as the general secretary. Right from the way he used to arrange the meetings and all those things, I had only to look after the academic work. I had to see that residents present the cases and seminars are organized. And in that 3-year tenure, it went almost to 4 years. I remember our association was not registered. He used to make all the help for the financial part and all the other things for the association. Now what about the help to the resident of the medical college? He did not shy away from his duties helping the residents from Goa Medical College after their graduation. In the interim period when they used to go to institutions like L.V. Prasad, Shankar Netralaya and Arvind Eye Institute, he always used to help the residents work in his institution during the interim period. So this is the way he has remained in contact with the department all this time. In fact, he has also told me that like we has to have elective programs where for certain surgeries which are not done at the medical college, but experts are available in his hospital, he has allowed, if required, to go there for electives. His was the first hospital which had subspecialties in ophthalmology in the state of Goa. His vitreoretinal surgeon, oculoplastic surgeon, glaucoma surgeon, and pediatric surgeon, besides keratoplasty, LASIK surgery. We have been taking his help time and again if required, even for postgraduate exams when we required particular films or pictures for the exam. I must thank him for all the help he has given to the medical college. Also, I would like to, because Dr. Chandrakant has come from a scratch and he has built that ophthalmic empire where we can boldly go and discuss with him and ask for any help if it is required.
Good afternoon, friends. For the Ignite 2-day seminar, which is organized by our vision powered by Alcon. For this, along with me, Dr. Chandrakant Shetty, the MLA of Bicholim constituency and chairman for the IT corporation. Dr. Ugam Uzgaonkar, he himself is the ophthalmic surgeon, and again I'll tell, he is my doctor. So that once upon a time I have the problem during my first elections, he only treated. Now Dr. Chandrakant Shetty is treating my any ophthalmic problem. Amar Vyas is there and Saurabh is there. My all friends, those who have come from the all part of the India. First of all, welcome to the state of Goa. So you are enjoying your conference definitely. I'm not the expert person to speak on the subject. You know, you are all the national and international speakers, those who have come here to upgrade, to skill, to give, to upgrade your knowledge. So definitely, you people are serving the community across the country. So definitely, I'll say Dr. Chandrakant Shetty is the one ophthalmic surgeon, one who had established the Vision Hospital with a multi-speciality hospital. So I'm congratulating him. Along with his practice, now he had come in the politics. So I don't know for whom he is now giving the preference, either for the practice, either for the politics. Just now your speaker had said that avoid politics, then only you can be the successful practitioner. Just now I have heard. That's why now his choice. But I'll tell you one thing, he has a better future in politics. So definitely, so once again my best wishes for him in the politics and in practice both. So definitely his choice is his. So although you know there are good facilities in the state of Goa, we are having the TDSSY scheme, we are having the super specialty hospital, so many things. Still at the primary health center level, within the kilometer of the 30 kilometers, we are having the one primary health center in the state of Goa. Besides that, there is an sub-centers, RMDs, everything is that. Because we are in the 3,702 kilometers of square kilometer of the area only. That's why it is well covered by our primary health centers, community health centers and Goa Medical College. For the anything from the any part of the Goa, we can reach to the Goa Medical College within 1.5 hours. We can reach to the Goa Medical College, and one of the best facilities is available in the Goa Medical College for all the specialty and super specialty. Dr. Pradeep Naik, our ex-ophthalmologist and dean, he is also amongst you. So I'll not take much of your time because I have to rush to, I have to go to Delhi actually. My flight is 4:15. So once again, I'll say my best of luck for your 2-day seminar, and along with your seminar, you please enjoy Goa also. There is a scenic beauty in the, along with the scenic beauty, there are so many now we are promoting the wellness tourism, we are promoting the spiritual tourism also. And due to the foreign patients, there are so many wellness tourism is giving very much boost in the state of Goa. And we are under the ease of doing the business, we are helping for the wellness tourism. So once again, thank you and welcome to the state of Goa.
Good afternoon and very welcome to all of you from Vision Hospital to this conference. The toughest task I am doing is thanking everybody. First of all, I like to thank our Chief Minister, Dr. Pramod Sawantji, who in spite of his busy schedule, he has to rush. Actually, you are supposed to leave to Delhi today at 2:25 flight, but he purposely delayed it just because he wanted to meet all of you all young ophthalmologists, all the delegates from here. I would also like to thank Dr. Uga Musgaonkar, who has been my teacher in GMC and who is today guest of honor. I would also like to thank Amar, who is heading Alcon, Saurav Das, who has been working with me for this, to make this conference successful for last almost more than 2 months. I'd like to thank all the delegates, my ex-teacher, Dr. Pradeep Naik, he was a professor when I was doing my PGs, all my delegates who have come all the way from all the states of India, all the speakers who are nationals, international speakers, all my colleagues from GOA, and the full team of Vision Hospital, Dr. Sachin, Dr. Ritu, Dr. Audrey, Dr. Smita, who have been worked to make this conference successful. The objective of this conference was only to upgrade our skill. And if you see all the topics if you have seen, it is not only the clinical part of it, that we have included non-clinical also. What I have realized in my last 20 years of practice, it is not that if you all notice, exactly assess, your clinical knowledge doesn't make you a successful practitioner. It is only 50% from my experience. What is required is you should know how to retain your staff, how to market digitally, ethical way of how to manage your work balance, how to manage your funding. In fact, I can boastfully tell you, because of this practice, I run today 100-bedded multi-speciality hospital. What I'm politics also, I'm successful. It is 50% goes to my practice. So this practice has given us lot to me, lot of goodwill which is required. And I know you all will be, in fact, you all will have more knowledge on all these things. So we are all here to clear our doubts, to clear our technical, non-technical. Then I am sure you all will definitely enjoy. In case you all have got any problem, anything, whether it is in conference, in around Goa, you are there for 2 years. You are free to contact me. I am here with you all for next 2 days. I will be the last person who will be leaving it. So don't worry, you consider me as your guardian here. For anything, just a call away. You can take my number from any of my colleagues from Alcon here. And please enjoy this conference. If anything is there, I am welcome. Once again, I thank Alcon for supporting me this event. In fact, I have finished 20 years, 2 decades of practice. So after this 2 decades, I said, I should do, Vision should do something. Vision is actually, we have a presence in Goa and some part of Sindhudurga, we have a clinic there. In fact, with me, the initial doctors who are there, who have supported me, Dr. Seema is there. Seema from Vasco, she has supported me. Dr. Talegaonkar from Sawantwadi, who has supported me. Dr. Pradeep Naik has supported me. Dr. Ugam has supported me. Dr. Ravindra, Smitham, all those doctors who are at my heart, I have called them and they have come. Thank you for all of you all. Thank you. Enjoy your conference and God bless you.